Most of Reading is out of power.
Really?
The lights went out just as I was leaving.
You all set? Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, and I welcome our viewing audience this evening. First item on our agenda is
Veterans Day
Veterans
proclamation.
Day proclamation. Mr. Prisco.
Mr. Chairman, I move to read the attached Veterans Day proclamation.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Prisco, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Unanimous?
Whereas, on this day, we gather here to reflect with pride and gratitude in thanking the men and women of this nation who sacrificed themselves and that of their families in answering the call of duty to defend America's borders. It is due to generations of the highest caliber of individuals that have placed them in a category of their own known as warriors. Only those who have the courage, strength, and conviction accept the honor and pride to answer the call of duty to protect these United States, which we proudly call home. And whereas on this day, Americans hold in their hearts respect and admiration for the veterans, be it men or women, who through peacetime or war replaced their everyday wear with that of a warrior's uniform, pledged to fight and defend the very principles this nation was founded. And whereas on this day we reflect on those left America's shores sacrificing the ultimate, we must not let these sacrifices die in vain, for it was these warriors that continued the crusade to protect the very principles this nation was founded. These veterans and warriors boarded their transports, knowing it may be the last time they would ever see American soil or faces of their loved ones, a debt we as Americans can never repay. And whereas on this day, we take time to thank the families of our veterans and warriors for the sacrifices they have made. Their lives are changed forever. Their pain is unimaginable, and their lives are consistently filled with stress and the fear of the unknown. Upon return of their warrior, they continue on in battle at home, living with mental and physical wounds their warrior has suffered. Be it known that war affects all those involved in their lives of our soldiers, sailors, airmen, marine, and Coast Guardsmen. And whereas, this being the 10th year of 9/11 attacks of this nation, we as Americans must always remain vigilant to our surroundings and that of our neighbors. We must never forget the lives lost and the effects it has had on every American. Our warriors today remain in conflict, serving multiple tours in Iraq and Afghanistan, with thousands sacrificing the ultimate, along with unaccountable sons and daughters coming home with physical and mental wounds. We must remain supportive of their efforts to protect our borders. Now, therefore, we, the Board of Selectmen of North Reading, do hereby proclaim that Veterans Day shall be celebrated on this 11th day of November 2011 in the town of North Reading. We encourage you to continue to display the American flag with pride on your homes, offices, town buildings, to recognize the valor and sacrifices of our veterans and warriors through ceremony and prayer.
Thank you, Michael. Next item is
We're proclaiming
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna be proclaiming,
That's right.
If-
It's on the agenda.
revised agenda.
On the revised agenda, Michael.
I didn't know that was sorry. Got it. Would you like me to read the motion now?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I move to proclaim November 18th, 2011 as North Reading Dunkin' Donut Day to read the attached proclamation.
second.
Motion by Mr. Prisco, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous?
So by way of comment, Mr. Chairman, so everybody's aware, and the transcript has covered it, and North Reading Patch of the Scrivanos family and North Reading Dunkin' Donuts very generously stepped up to the plate, literally, and put a considerable amount of money forward in order for us to replace the flagpole on the common, along with a few of our other residents that stepped forward, which we're greatly appreciative. I think it's appropriate that in conference with the Dunkin' Donuts people here in North Reading, they would like to have a day designated as North Reading Dunkin' Donuts Day, and I think there'd be, I think it's appropriate that we do so, and I think they'll be offering some special deals for the residents of North Reading too on that particular day. That being said, Mr. Prisco.
Thank you, Mr. O'Leary. Mr. Prisco.
Proclamation. Whereas the community of North Reading, Massachusetts has been given a donation in kind by North Reading Dunkin' Donut and the Scrivano family to replace the town icon in the center of town, to wit, the flagpole on the town common in historical district. Whereas the North Reading Dunkin' Donut and the Scrivano family, in giving a donation in kind for the sole purpose of allowing Old Glory to wave high on the common in the spirit of community involvement and patriotism. Now therefore, we, the Board of Selectmen of North Reading, do hereby proclaim the 18th day of November 2011 to be known as North Reading Dunkin' Donut Day.
Mr. Prisco?
Again, there'll be a flag-raising ceremony tomorrow on the Common, in honor of Veterans Day, but also commemorating the erection of the new flagpole. The Scrivanos family will be there, representatives from North Reading Dunkin' Donuts, and I think it would be appropriate, Mr. Chairman, if you were to present this to them at that particular time.
I plan on doing that. By the way, that ceremony starts at 10 o'clock.
10 a.m.
And it'll be followed by the Veterans Day ceremony, which will commence at 11 o'clock.
Perfect.
Next item on our agenda are legal bills for September. Mr. Delaconis.
Board members, just a couple of things to note in the bills. First of all, under general services, you'll note that there's a number of notations involving Amber Road, and that was a public records request that was made by an attorney seeking information from the Department of Public Works, Community Planning Commission, Board of Assessors, amongst other boards and committees. It was quite broad, and the services of council were required to advise various town departments, and it was quite extensive. The other item to note in here is the costs associated with the October town meeting, and you'll note that those are separately itemized on page 4.
Discussion.
Is it possible to get, who does the format for this?
You mean who does the
Yeah, the spreadsheets and the format that we get this information.
Oh, that was, that spreadsheet format has been in place probably for 20 years.
That's done in-house.
It's done in-house.
It's not done by,
You're talking about the stuff that's on the Copeland pages or the beginning stuff?
I don't know.
The pink sheets.
Yeah.
pink sheets.
It's the pink
Well,
sheets.
They're
The
all
spreadsheets.
pink.
I mean, they're just so hard to read, and there's so much information on that we don't even, like the Senate Cafe, ABC approve, all those, there's so many routine things.
What it is basically is a historic picture of the expenses throughout the fiscal year and the categories.
And again, some of the categories we haven't used for a number of years, but if the cases are still pending and are
Okay.
still open, sometimes they're still there for a long time.
I'm just getting old, and it's hard to read.
We
I mean, when I try to zoom in, it gets so blurry that it even gets worse, so I was curious if there was a better format that we could
I asked this
potentially use.
question, I think, a long
I'm
time
not
ago.
asking people to do more work,
'Cause
but
I'm old.
I was just curious who did it.
It was created by a guy by the name of Steve Daly.
Okay. Oh,
Believe it,
Because
to give you an
the
idea how long
board,
ago it was.
obviously at the time
Many,
wanted something
many
like
years.
that.
No, and that's fine. I mean, I think the information's valid and it's fine. I just, there's a lot of old stuff
Well,
and it's hard to read. I don't know about the rest of
I
you.
would bet that our new finance director might
That'd
have
be
some
nice.
better ideas on how to present it.
And then I have just a question on the west again. I know that's,
Those are the legal
Paper supplements.
paper supplements and
Paper
documents that put in books.
very good, thank you.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the
Yes, I
legal
have that.
bills.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve legal bills for September 2011 in the amount of $7,725.79 as follows. Copeland and Page PC General, $4,983.79. Copeland and Page PC Labor, $2,340. West, $402, for a total $7,725.79.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Prisco, second by Mr.